you know, beat most teams. We just couldn't beat them, and you know, when we lost, I didn't really, you know, feel bad. You know, it really didn't bug me too much. It was like, you know, we lost, you know, whatever. But you know, Battlefield 1942 died out, and I moved on to Vietnam, where I guess it didn't really die out. Just kind of split the community in half. Like some teams went to Vietnam, and some teams stayed playing 1942. And I chose to play Battlefield Vietnam, you know, for whatever reasons. I can't quite remember. I actually still played both. I actually was I was actually running a team of my own at the tender age of 16, which is a disaster considering that my voice crack problems were a lot worse. And there's this is embarrassing. There's this one instance where I was like going over strategy, and you know, I was talking, and I just went into this long, elongated period of voice crack, and it was over. You know, people were laughing at me, and it was dumb. It was over. I couldn't do anything. Whoa, barrel roll. Do a barrel roll. I guess Peppy's somewhere in here. I need to get a new gun. I don't know where anything is. But, you know, I moved on to Battlefield Vietnam, and, you know, 16-year-old leading a competitive team is not in good mix, so I'm honestly not surprised. We actually got approached by, I think, 2 different teams, and these were 2 of the top teams at the time, AEM, Army of the Epileptic Monkeys, and they wanted to, like, take the core of our team in and, like, I guess integrate it with their own. But, you know, before, it was like, there was like 2 captains, myself and this guy named Super Squat, who was a convicted felon. Oh man, you meet people from all slices of life on the good old internet. It's kind of cute. He was actually, there was this one time, he was actually talking shit to some kid, and like, you know, I don't know where this came from, but he eventually ended up calling, like, the dude's dad, and like saying he'd rape him in the ass, and, you know, beat him 10 ways to Sunday or whatever. It was ridiculous. It has nothing to do with anything, but you know, it's comical to say the least. But it's eventually, you know, we got like the core of the team I was running or was in, PFG, Prize Fighting Goats. We got taken in by 20ID, and you know, it was, you know, game over from then. You know, one thing that PFG always had was raw skill. It's like you could not find better infantry or better tankers or better teamwork anywhere else. But the one thing that they lacked, like I never really played competitively with them before, but what they were known for, you know, was their raw skill. But what they lacked was, I guess, a unity between all of their players. Like, oh, that was, why did I buy that? I thought that was the MPL. Where'd my Juggernaut go? Oh, I guess if you get blown up by the monkeys, it takes it away. Oh, that's very, very innovative and annoying, Treyarch. But what was I going to say? It's like they lack strategy. Like, they never practiced, they never scripted, you know, they never refined their strategy. So like, they could play teams that were, you know, not as good as them skill wise, but they would just get annihilated, you know, because their strategy was a lot better. And you know, 20ID, they were always known for their amazing strategies and their amazing skill. But you know, skill wise, what we brought in, you know, a lot better, I think, than, you know, anything they've ever had access to. You know, it depends on who you ask, but you know, oh, there's that barrel roll again. That's fun, and that's what made us so good. Is like the strategies and the skill that we had, and just the ability that we had to be able to work together effectively. You know, most people, like, you know, in those kind of situations, you know, they kind of need to have their hand held. You know, it's like they aren't able to react to, you know, different situations and act accordingly. You know, there's this is one joke that the Dino Riding Jesus and I, you know, always throw at each other was, back we were on opposing teams, and you know, I was playing for Team Warchild. He was playing for Prize Fighting Goats. Like, he had this one guy on his team. Like, we both knew him. His name was Beta, or his handle, excuse me. His handle was Beta, and oh, I need some water. And I mean, this guy, I mean, he's one of the nicest guys you could ever meet. But when it came to video games, he was about as smart as a sack of potatoes. And there's this. We played on this one map where it's kind of a, you know, attack and push type map. You know, one side is defending, one side is attacking, and you know, the attackers, if they can capture all of the point. Oh shit! I think I backed myself. Can I open the door? Yes, I can. Where does this go? Oh, more doors. That's lovely. I have no idea where. Oh, AK-74U. Hello, hello to you. What the hell is this? Buy stamina up. Huh, interesting. Oh boy, that is a big train, and that water slows you down like crazy. Alright, gotta go find some MPL ammo. You're not MPL, PM63. But anyway, this guy, I mean, he was, you know, nicest guy in the world, you know, whatever, nice guy. But when it came to video games, he was terrible. Like, his niche, like his role that, you know, he claimed to fill was that he was an anti-tank guy. You know, he'd run around with the bazooka and take out enemy armor, and that was all he would do. Like, I can't recall a match. Like, oh shit, I am trapped. That's not good. Oh, constipated voice. I'm sure you guys missed that. Things get epic up in this bitch. Oh man, oh, this is not good. This gun has no ammo. I want that death machine. I'm not gonna get it. I don't think so. I think I should just run and throw grenades. Like, this guy, I mean, constantly, I mean, there's not a time I can remember where he wasn't at the bottom of the scoreboard. And, you know, you could argue that, you know, the score doesn't matter. But, you know, when the guy goes 3-20 consistently, you know, something is wrong. And, like, the way this map works is, like, you know, the side I was on, you know, has all this armor, and you push up on their points and all that fun stuff. And, like, I came up on this point. You know, normally how this plays out is, you know, the allies give up this point because it's not worth defending, it's not worth the resources. But this guy Beta, he was told to defend it for as long as he can, and then when it gets overrun, start spawning somewhere else. Or I guess maybe he was just told to defend it. You know, I guess he left out the you know, if it gets overrun, you know, stop spawning there. And I came up on this point in this tank, and I just sat outside the spawn and killed him 15-20 times over. You know, I figured, you know, why capture it when, you know, this guy will keep spawning there and will cost them tickets? Because, you know, in the way that game worked, or game mode in particular worked, is if you died, you would lose your point a ticket, and if you were able to enforce a bleed on their team, you know, via, you know, having majority points, you know, you would also cause a bleed. And, you know, 2 ways to cause a bleed, 3 ways actually, those 2 and team killing, or killing yourself, or whatever, suicides. That would cost you a point. And I figured, you know, as long as this guy spawns here, you know, I'm just going to keep killing him to get the free points, and you know, cost them points. And he kept spawning there all game, and I just massacred him over and over and over again. You know, eventually we weren't able to pull out a victory, you know, for whatever reason. I can't quite remember, but I guess that would add 2 of the 3 to the rocket thingy rejigger to pack a punch. I don't know. I guess I should build up my points. But, you know, that, and like, we joke about this because, you know, any sane person would have thought, like, you know, hey, this would have noticed, like, you know, hey, this guy's just camping here and killing me over and over again. He's not making an attempt to capture the flag, so, you know, I should just, you know, take my losses and let them capture the flag and, you know, set up a position somewhere else. Not the case for this guy. You know, he needed to be, spoon-fed, directions on what to do, and people like that are really not ideal for a any competitive team that wants to, I guess, get serious, at least for lack of a better term. And we always joke about it because like we play multiplayer games together fairly often, and whenever we see stupid people, we always make that reference. It's like, why would you do that? I mean, is it really not that obvious? It's, I guess, some things are more obvious to certain people than they are others. I don't know. It baffles me. And I don't know why. I don't even remember why I went into that story. Oh, yeah. It's like, anyway, I think... Actually, I don't remember at all. I don't. Well, I will take that. We will find another landy thingamabobber. And... Ooh, bouncing betties. And we'll take that. Are we, like, back in the past or something? I don't know. Ooh, what is this fancy? PhD flopper. I'm just gonna stick with what I know, and that is getting the Pack-a-Punch, and then I'll start messing with all of this fun stuff. And this looks like a great area to start kiting. Blah, 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 blah. Lander's cooling down. Take me to Pack-a-Punch. Houston, we will have a problem if you don't take me there. Is that it? No. I don't know. Maybe I need to make a crawler and explore or something. I don't know. Well, I think why when it's the competitive thing is, why I am the way I am. What the fuck? Oh, I guess you have to. Whatever. I guess you can't whatever. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm doing. Blah 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 blah. Run away, I am out of ammo. Maybe I can kite them around here. Oh, this is pretty dangerous. These are definitely death traps right here. But I am going to go up the stairs and get me some ammo. Get my LaDainian Tomlinson on. Look at me, just juking him up a storm. Man. Let's see, is it this way? I hope it is. I don't remember. I apologize if you're expecting, amazing Excalibur zombie gameplay, but this is the first time I've played it, so I don't really know what I am doing. Double Y that. Oh shit, oh god, that slowed me down a lot. I think it looks like an extreme conditioning symbol. That would be worth it. Stamina, PhD flop, blah 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 blah. Oh, get out of the way, out of the way. Blah 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 blah. I guess I'll be kiting them around here for the time being. Oh well, it'll work. Got AK-74U ammo just right around the corner, so it all works out in the end. I think this may be the last batch of zombies, so I will make a crawler. So they have bouncing betties, but we're throwing frag grenades and not potato mashers. Interesting, Treyarch, interesting. Alright, let's see what this does. Stamina. I guess that replaces double tap. I think it is extreme conditioning. Hollaback, something people have been asking for a long time. But anyway, I guess the point I'm trying to make is, I started off competitive gaming, not on the best of team. We were very solid, but, we couldn't crack the top 5. It didn't bug me, I really, when I lost, I didn't really think too much of it, but then I joined 20ID, and, all we did was win, and win convincingly at that. Like I said, we only had 2 matches where I can recall that, we were actually, things went a different way. We could have lost, but we didn't. We pulled out a win, and that got me addicted to winning. I had lost my knowledge of losing. I guess losing was a foreign concept to me. I really started to get into it. I started taking it more seriously. What the fuck is this? Well, this is not a nice corner. What does this lead to?